Okay, so hi, my name is Lenae The Tea Maker, and I'm going to discuss something that's like very serious, especially in the black community and our culture. So I was told, I'm a little late, I was told that it was two young black males, college students, very professional. I think they were in Kappas and stuff like that, fraternities, and they were sitting in a Starbucks in Philly, and they were just waiting for another friend to arrive, and they got stopped and questioned for just sitting there in the restaurant. So a manager decides to call the police and make a big fuss, like, oh, they look suspicious. You know, we always look suspicious because of our color. I don't know how, but it's just really sad. And we have to start teaching our kids, like, they did the right thing though, because I would sit in the same establishment and wait for the police to come too, because I would assume that nothing would happen, that I'm just sitting there innocently waiting for a friend. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to explain to the officer what's going on, and, you know, that'll be that, and I won't have to be removed. But now I'm being handcuffed and questioned like I'm some kind of criminal animal. You know, it's disgusting. I have a son that's 12 years old, and I mean, every day I teach him when he's on his way to junior high school. This was his first year starting, and I was one of those moms like, listen, remember what I told you about the cops? You know, don't talk back to them. You know, yes, sir, and yes, sir. And then he's like, Mom, why do I have to say yes, sir? It's like almost like if I'm a slave, you know. And I was telling him, it may sound like that because that's the terms they were using back in the days, the slaves. But that is also respect, though, especially to them. They consider that respectful, and they won't really bother you, or, you know, they might say, okay, let me just take him in. We might question you. Sometime they'll let you go. But it's just a scary feeling now, because my son, he loves to eat, hang out with his friends. He often goes to fast food restaurants. And now I'm saying to myself, damn, like, just come straight home. Like, I'll take you to the fast food restaurant. I'll order it for you. We could do the takeout. Let them deliver it, because it's just getting so freaking ridiculous, guys. America, we have to wake up, fight the racism. We have to stop it. We're all human beings. You know, it's not fair for people of color to have to tell their kids every day, whether it's a female or male. Like my daughters, I tell them every day because they're women of color. You understand? We're mixed race, but we're still of color. African American descendant as well, of course. So it's just like so scary. But more I fear for my son, because now I feel like, don't go to Starbucks. Don't go to Domino's like he goes. Like, don't wait for your friends. Don't hang out there with your friends, because you're going to be looked at like a suspect. And then he likes hoodies. And that scares me a lot too. You know, our youth like hoodies. They get targeted like they're hoodlums when they're putting the hoodies on and everything like that. So it's like we have to, you know, we all have to stick together, come together. Doesn't matter what race you are, black, white, Chinese, Indian, Spanish, and so on. We have to stand up for what's right. We have to speak up and help Philly, and let these, you know, let people know all around the world, New York City, down south areas. This is unacceptable, guys. This is what happened to freedom of speech? What happened to freedom, period? It feels like we're still enslaved. We can't sit freely in a restaurant and wait for a friend to come before we order. Who says we have to order right away? I'm waiting for my friend. When my friend get here, we'll discuss what we want to drink or what we would like to eat. This really broke my heart. These two young men were arrested. Nothing on them. Students, they have ID. It's very sad. And I can imagine what their families, parents are going through right now. It's a scary feeling. And I'm just so glad that it didn't escalate out of control, like in which they got killed or anything. And you could, like I said, they were very educated. You could tell their parents raised them very well. I'm sure they spoke to them on a daily basis of how to carry themselves and try to be as respectful when they're dealing with officers or certain people that might have racism in their heart. But like I said, it's heartbreaking, and we have to fight. It can't just be me. It have to be a whole. We all need to come together. The whole world needs to, I hope somebody see this. We need to come together, and we have to put an end to it. It breaks my heart. It's kind of sad that if you're of color, you have to get lectured every day. You can't just walk out your door free like maybe a Caucasian person. They can just freely live. It's the truth. And it's not about me being like racist or saying it's not to offend no type of person. It's just the truth. And even my son said it one day. Like, it was like, it almost made me cry. He was like, Mommy, sometimes I just wish I was white because I wouldn't have to deal with, worrying about going outside or a police officer maybe stopping me or something like that. And then another thing with the police, I have a lot of police, like on my father's side of the family, that retired, respectful cops. I have friends that I grew up in the neighborhood. These cops knew me since I was a kid. You have very good cops out there, respectful police that are really good people. So it's not every cop, it's not everybody, and it doesn't always matter about race, because I have officers that I know that are Caucasian and they're very, very good people. Black officers, Chinese, so forth. It doesn't have anything to do with race. It's just not overstepping your job. It's about being respectful and serving everybody fairly in your community. It's about knowing the community, knowing the people, and just doing your job, not killing people, doing your job professionally and accurately. So I had to also explain that to my son, like, all police are not bad. You got good cops, you got good police communities. They do things for kids, they do things for homeless, they do things in whole for the community. They do volunteer work, they speak in schools, they come and help maybe at a block party or something like that. So it's not just us as a people. It's like the people, like the police officers, the firefighters, people that all agree what I'm saying. We all need to get up and stand up for what's right. And I think if we all do it together, it would make a great statement and shows that we're not taking it anymore. And we have to make a stand, and they have to stop. I love all people, and I just wish everybody was like me. And like I said, I'm a mixed race, so I love everything about my race, my mixed race, and I love every race of people. So let's make the world a better place. For now, goodbye. Lenae the Tea Maker. Love everyone.